Hi guys, James from DBG, and it's time for some more Flames of War action. This time it's Germans. Now this is the German half of the Liberation box set, which is the Chinese starter set I got from Blitz Minis, with a few additional units I managed to find because, I can't remember, there was slightly more than a platoon of infantry in the box provided, so you'd have some spares. So I had to delve in my bits box and managed to find enough infantry and officers to do another platoon and a command. So I decided to go with a Panzer Grenadier platoon, and I also picked up 3 Panthers off eBay. They sell singles on eBay for anything between £5 and £8. It is worth your while shopping around. But yeah, I think I picked them up for about £6 each. Anyway, so this is a sizable force. It's the previous video I was talking about 75 to 80 points. This is actually 86 points of German late war SS. And my plan is to add a battery of artillery and some anti-aircraft guns, and then that'll be a nice rounded 100-point force. I consider it an all-rounder. Obviously people who play Flames of War more will go, oh, you haven't done this, you haven't done that. I'm not planning on taking this to tournaments. The chances of me actually playing Flames of War or any game, to be perfectly frank with you all, until probably spring or even summer next year, is slim to none, considering the way my country is going at the moment. But that is something for another story, and I'm not going to get political. Anyway, so what we have here, while I've been on my Christmas break, and I'm on furlough because of because of Corona. Anyway, so yeah, I decided to do some painting. I managed to get some painting done on Christmas Day. Can you believe that? It's the joy of having teenage children. Plug them into something and they'll just leave you alone, and then I would just crack on with some painting while the missus was watching a Christmas film. Anyway, so I managed to get these guys done. It took me longer than usual because that is just that's just the thing with German vehicles. Allied vehicles, both British, US and Soviet, are all really quite quick to paint, because unless you're doing specific units or specific periods, there's no camouflage. And again, with German stuff, there's multiple camouflage. They've got loads of different equipment. They've got interleaved road wheels, which means you have more to paint on when you're doing the rubber linings of the road wheels and stuff like that. Anyway, that's by the by. So plus fact, I chose SS. Now, I don't know why I chose SS, because I don't like painting SS in 28mm. So why would I enjoy doing painting SS in 15mm? In all honesty, it's actually easier in 15mm because you don't have to, you don't have to be so precise. Now, if I pick up one of the company commanders teams, you can see I've stylized it. So if you look at the back there, I've used a mid-tone brown for the all over of the camouflage smock, then a darker brown to do some patches, and then a creamy beigey colour to do some smaller patches inside the brown to make it look like oak leaf. There is no way in hell that I was going to make these guys have P-dot. I'm not doing 15mm P-dot, where this gives you more than enough representation of an SS camouflage smock, which makes these guys look like SS. So if we look at one of the infantry teams, See, these guys have a nice mix of covered helms, uncovered helms, and a field cap with the Panzerfaust. And you can see they all have Feldgrau trousers, and all the equipment there, the bread bags, ponchos, gas mask canisters, and trenching tools, etc., etc. So yeah, so these would, plus the German infantry, because of the extra stuff they have, actually do take a lot longer to paint than Allied infantry. American infantry have two-tone. They have different colour trousers, different colour jackets, unless you're doing really late war and everything's green. The British are brown all over with khaki webbing. Soviets are khaki all over with different shades of greens and khakis for their equipment. So yeah, they're easier to paint than these guys. And also the German vehicles. Let's look at some German vehicles. This is a Puma, specific late war vehicle. Only 100 of these were actually built. But you'll find them all over the place in most late war armies in both bolt action and Flames of War, because they're very popular. And I don't actually own an airbrush, so all the camo is done by stippling, which I think came off rather well. Then we have a Pak 43 with a dreaded 88mm anti-tank gun. I think this is the one they put in the King Tiger, not the one they put in the Tiger. So it's actually bigger than the one they put in the standard Tiger. So yeah, you can see the SS smocks and all the equipment, ammo cases, and all that. Then we have the Tiger. Now another thing with these guys is the decals. Now because both these and the Pumas, Panthers, have the Zimrit on, it meant that I needed an awful lot of decal fix to soften it up so the decal conforms to the moulding of the actual vehicle. Which meant that these were sitting on my desk in various forms of semi-paintedness for over a day, if not longer, while I was waiting for decal fix to go on, so I could do the final weathering, etc., etc. Do all the details on the tank commander, all the details like the cabling and the tools, wherever the tools are. And as you see, interleaved road wheels, which means, yeah. So these took slightly longer to do than, say, the British or the Americans or the Soviets. So here's Panther. Now the astute of you will know that I had a bit of a moment with decals. So these Panthers are part of the first SS Leibstandarte Adolf Hitler, and the Tigers are part of the 5th SS Viking. I got muddled up with my decals because I did them at different times and put different decals on them. And now I really, because they're sealed, and it's going to be a bit of a pain to redo them. So yeah, any rivet counts out there, you're just going to have to deal with the fact I've got 2 different SS divisions. And that is my wife arriving back from walking the dog. Anyway, so that is one of my Christmas projects done. I have commission work starting in January. I have about a week before that starts. So in that week, I am going to try to get the late war British that you saw in the previous video done and painted. So that is the next project. So as usual, guys, thank you for watching. Check out all the links in the description for our sponsors, affiliates, Patreon, and all the social media. And once again, I apologise for the noise in the house. It's Christmas, everyone's in. So anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe, take care, and I'll catch you guys next time.